Hi, my name is Neil Welder, President of Automation Correct LLC. We're proud to be working with Leisure Line Stove Company to supply you with the latest technology in controlling your automatically fed anthracite coal stove. Take the time to read the manual. There's detailed instructions of all the operations of the thermostat. And during this portion of the videotape, we'd like to walk you through the controls.
When the Coal-trol digital thermostat is first started, the green light will be flashing, indicating that the time needs to be set. This is done by pressing the up or down buttons. You can also hold them down to change the time faster. Once you have set the time, press the menu button to start the unit running. After having set the time, the unit will enter the round-robin display. This is the default display, and as such, the thermostat will return to this display from any other 30 seconds after your last button press. In this mode, the Coal-trol digital thermostat displays the current temperature, the current set point temperature, and the current time. When displaying the current set point temperature, the letter D, N, or H will be displayed on the left side. D means that the daytime set point is in effect, N means that the nighttime set point is in effect, and H means that the unit is in the temperature hold mode, which is a sort of program override. When the thermostat is in the round-robin display, you can press the up or down button. This will enter the temperature set point override display. From here, you can change the current temperature set point using the up and down buttons. If the selected temperature is different than the current program set point temperature, the letter H will appear on the left side of the display, indicating that the thermostat is in the temperature hold mode. If the selected temperature matches the current set point temperature, the letter D or N will be displayed instead of H. In either case, the unit will maintain the selected temperature until the next program set point change occurs. The thermostat will return to the round-robin display from the temperature set point override display 5 seconds after your last button press. Programming the day and night set points on the Coal-trol digital TS2 thermostat is easy. From the round-robin display, when you press the menu button, the display will change to the daytime set point time. You can change the time with the up and down buttons. Hold them down to change the time faster. Next, press the menu button again to enter the daytime set point temperature display. Use the up and down buttons to change the set point temperature. The next press of the menu button will enter the nighttime set point time display. If you want to change the time, use the up and down buttons as before. And lastly, press the menu button again to access the nighttime set point temperature display. The up and down buttons will change the set point temperature. You can press the menu button again to get back to the round-robin display, or you can leave it alone, and in 30 seconds it will return on its own. To access the Setup menu, press and hold the menu button for 2 seconds. The word Setup will show on the display, followed closely by the current time set display. At this point, you could use the up and down buttons to change the current time setting, or press Menu to advance to the next Setup menu item. The Setup menu contains items for current time setting, the Celsius or Fahrenheit setting, the minimum feed rate setting, the maximum feed rate setting, the tri-burner mode setting, the heat loss factor setting, the igniter setting, and the last item displays the current feed rate. It cannot be changed with the up or down buttons. To return to the round-robin display, you can press the menu button once more, or as always, it will return by itself when left alone for 30 seconds. The details of these setup options are important, but beyond the scope of this video. Please read your Coal-trol digital TS2 user's manual for more information, or call your dealer for help. Press and hold the menu button for 5 seconds to access the extended operations menu. Upon entering this menu, the display will show the word Feed. This is the menu item for entering the pre-feed or force feed mode. In this mode, the Coal-trol digital will feed fuel onto the burn grate at a maximum speed for 10 minutes. This is useful both for feeding coal to start a fire manually, or if you want a burst of heat. You enter this mode by pressing the up or down button once. You'll notice that to the right on the display, there is a countdown of the minutes left in the pre-feed cycle. To cancel out of this mode before it is done, press the menu button. If you press the menu button once more, you will see the word test on the display. This is where you can enter the diagnostic test mode. In this mode, the Coal-trol digital will cycle all motor outputs one at a time for 5 seconds at a time. You can enter the test mode by pressing the up or down button. The name of the motor will show on the display as each is individually turned on and then off. Test mode is unique in that when it is running, the thermostat will not automatically stop or return to the round-robin display. You must manually quit out of the test mode by pressing the menu button. Notice that the last two items to be displayed in test mode are not motor output names. These are information displays, one for software version and the other for number of ignition cycles that have been performed. Please refer to the user manual for more information on this mode.
Attach the supplied thermostat cord to the thermostat connector. It just plugs in. Step 1. Step 2, plug the cord into the Coal-trol thermostat and then mount to your wall at a convenient location 15-20 feet away from the stove. Next, plug in your motors into the labeled color-coded cords. Red for stoker, yellow for convection blower, blue for combustion blower, and green for igniter. Having connected all your motors, your thermostat to the control module, you're ready to plug in your power. With your power plugged in, the on-off switch is above the fuse holder here. It's currently off. This is a lighted switch. However, as long as your control module is plugged in and your thermostat is connected, your thermostat will be operational. So in the off season, you can have your thermostat operate, yet your stove is actually off. To turn on your control, simply hit the on-off switch. It lights up. Your thermostat is ready to go. Your whole system is ready to go. One of the safety features of the automation correct thermostat is a mode where if the room temperature sense that the thermostat exceeds 98 degrees, your stove will stop feeding and it will shut down, the fire will go out. Once the high temperature indicates on the display, to reset this and go back to normal operation, two things must occur. First is the temperature in the room must be below 98 degrees. The second thing is that you have to hit the menu button and reset the Coal-trol thermostat. Once it's reset, it goes back to the normal initialization and set where you have to set the clock. All other parameters are recalled. Just want to take a minute to mention what happens if something were to go wrong. The fuse will blow. There's a 10 amp fuse. Only replace it with a supplied fast blow 10 amp 125 volt fuse. But in order to sort out what might be a problem here, if such a thing should occur, first thing I want to remind you is with the power off at the control module, the thermostat still operates. But the thermostat and the control module are not operating any motors. When I turn it on, you know it's on and it should control when that the power on-off switch is lit. When a fuse